Hello, beautiful soul. I just woke up and I'm gonna give you some powerful messages that Spirit is leading me to share with you. And this rarely happens that in the last, I think, especially last 3 years, I would always, before I'm going to bed, I would always change my clothes into my sleeping clothes and then go to sleep. I will undo my hair, undo my makeup. But last night, I was feeling self doubt a lot that whether should I post the videos on YouTube or not anymore. Is it like gonna bring me the reward? Especially financially, is this my path? And I was just, so I didn't make a video yesterday, and guess what, I couldn't even change my outfit. I wore all pink outfit, so beautiful. And in the last 3 years, whatever, every day I will be inspired to wear something new and something different, and I make the video on that. Like, Spirit made sure that I dress up and I make a video. But yesterday I didn't, and so I couldn't also change. I don't know, I was just such a down energy. I didn't, and then I am waking up next morning in the same outfit and making the video, and I'm just thinking, okay, Spirit, I got it. I need to dress up and make a video every day. I got it. But I was anyway. So the first message that I was receiving from Spirit for all of us is, there are situations wherein we don't know how to move forward. Like, I don't know, God, how do I move forward from here? I don't. You lead me. You lead my mind. You lead my body. You lead my heart, God. You lead my mind. You lead my body. You lead my heart, Mother Earth. That is should be our attitude, and from this prayer we should be moving. Because there are going to be situations wherein you will not know what to do, how to handle it, what should your attitude be, what decisions and choices you should be making from that place. For me personally, I was like, God, I don't know how to build myself up financially. How to create that financial stability wherein, yeah, even though like there is lot of gratitude I have, I do not want to sound that I am like, because God has blessed me a lot, and I'm truly grateful. But because I couldn't pay my rent in the last 3 months, and if I couldn't pay it in the March, it will be 4 months, and I don't want that to have happened. I want some magic to occur and that my rents get paid. And also, like, I don't have the money for groceries as well now. And I was like, God, how do I build myself up from here when I'm feeling so down? Even though this is the situation, I just had my papaya and I'm feeling incredibly grateful. But I was like, God, I need bigger support, and this is the ancestral pattern. This has been the ancestral pattern throughout. I have spoken about it, and I was like, okay, I'm back at it again. But this time, even this is occurring, I'm very calm. I'm very grateful. Yeah. And I know like God has always taken care, and this time as well, God will take care. um I do feel afraid. What do I like, going out and seeing my landlady's face. But no, I know goddesses have a good plan. Anyway, so the first message is, there will be situations wherein you don't know, like, God, how do I move forward from here? How do I build myself up from here? I don't feel like I have the knowledge of that, because out of fear I don't want to do something that is not honoring. Because sometimes we can get panic and we can do things to make money that are not good. We can do things to have love, have connection, have just that are not right. When we settle for less, just so that we can have the love and validation from a person, we settle for less than behavior in our relationships, or like, oh my god, I want to have peace, I want to have good health. That means I have to be in good environment, I have to be in around good people. But then, because we are in fear and panic, we keep going to that toxic workplace, toxic friend circle, toxic environment. So yeah, we have to, no matter what the situation is, stay calm. And even when my mom died recently and I was not able to visit her, and I was feeling the guilt, and I was sitting with that guilt, and God showed me to see like the fullness of you, the full picture of you. Don't just see like, oh my god, what a bad person I am to not have visit my mom when she was passing away. But see that how scared were you to see her in that position, how scared were you to be around the environment, the home and family environment, which is not good and just not good, okay? Or how scared were you around your financial thing, because I didn't had the money to travel as well, and I was just praying to God that God, mother earth, there is a purpose that she made it happen this way, that she didn't let me go home, because I left it all on mother earth, because I really didn't know what to do. Of course I was scared to go home, but I was also like, God, mother earth, do the something which is in the highest good. So of course it was in the highest good for me to not go home, some, yeah, in some way. And there will be some, when you are very self conscious, very self aware, this is another message, you will have to, because you're gonna be see all aspects of you, and you're gonna be seeing, okay, this is something that I did wrong, this is the mistake that I made, because I was so afraid, you know because I was so afraid, I couldn't think better, I couldn't think of any other people but just myself, and I have made this mistake. So even in those moments, you have to make a choice to forgive yourself. This is like a really big message I've been receiving as I have been sitting with my guilt and regret. That there will be situations wherein you will have to make a choice to forgive yourself, and you really have to look at yourself in the mirror and say like, hey, I am forgiving myself. Yes, I might have made a mistake, but I'm forgiving myself. I'm going to treat myself very kindly and gently and lovingly. And because if you are not doing this, the guilt will keep you trapped in darkness, and we don't want that. Even my mom's spirit, she has passed away. It's been 20 days almost, okay, it's been 30 days. 18th, today is 18th, and last month 18th she passed away. And her spirit came, and her spirit was crying that, oh my god, I have done so many wrong and bad things when I was alive, I have made so many mistakes, and all of that. And one of her guilt was that I have made little girls work, little girls just to house chores and all of that. She was feeling guilty about it. So I told my mom that you are not seeing the fullness of you, like fullness, that you were trapped in fear when you were alive. Your hands were caged. You were not, you were kept disempowered. You were kept disempowered and you didn't know better. You didn't know better. You were living in lack. Lack mindset had hold on you. That's why you did what you did. And all the things, you were made to work as a child. That's why you could have done it, for other girls. So you have compassion for you. It's okay, like, if you couldn't, yeah, I was just giving her spirit that message. Please don't carry or hold any kind of guilt, and just ascend smoothly. No need to carry any guilt. And if you really want to do better, then from the heavens you can send me inspiration.
Bring magic in your life with my magic paintings. This painting says, dearest God, dearest Mother, thank you for guiding me. Thank you for leading my way. When you live around this painting, the way you start to move in this world very bravely, confidently, courageously, you would find yourself becoming most braver, bolder, confident version of yourself, and it's just so much divine guidance and peaceful energies into your life. Super powerful. Super. You can't miss the magic. You can't. I'm telling you, you cannot. Okay, the fridge magnets of this painting are available. Also, you can hire me and I will channel a customized magic painting uniquely for you. A painting that will bring lot of success, high vibrations, good energies, power, love, and like sacred, peaceful, pure energies into your life. It's so powerful, and
send me support, send me guidance, so that as a part of clearing away the ancestral karma, I can do good things for the girls in this world, little girls in this world. There is always a way and a solution, but living in guilt and regret, that's not. And let it killing you. You can recognize, like, yes, I have made a mistake. I could have done it better. Realizing is very important, and you may cry, you may get angry, you may feel these emotions, but do not let it kill you. Do not let it convince you that you are not worthy of seeing the sunrise. Rani, stop it. Like, do not let it convince you that you are not worthy of seeing the sunrise, that you are not worthy of walking in this world with your head held high, or you are not worthy of good things just because you have made a mistake. Do not let it convince you or kill you. You can learn from it. Okay? Yeah, so these messages, number one, have the attitude and the prayer that God, I don't know how to do it. You lead me up from here. You lead my mind, you lead my body, you lead my heart. Second thing, see the fullness of you. Don't just say, like, oh my God, I cheated in a relationship. See, like, okay, I had this unfulfilled need and I didn't know how to control myself. I didn't know how to manage my anger well. I didn't know how to manage my low self confidence issues well, and I made that mistake. So you will have deeper compassion for you instead of regret, or like a guilt that will kill you. You see the fullness of you, full. Don't just say, like, oh my God, like, one time I stole money from my friend when I was very little, like when I was in college, and I was feeling very guilty about that. Later when I realized, I returned that money. But now when I look back, I look at, like, how throughout my childhood I always have felt disempowered around money, and in my ancestral line people have very weird patterns around money. Okay, not unhealthy, and I adopted those patterns. And it was always like, because we were so deprived of it, we were not allowed to touch money, see money, hold money. There was so much lack of it, and our mindset were also not trained to see the blessings. Now, even though when I get in this situation, like wherein I don't have money and all, I have trained my mindset to see the blessings even in these moments. So now I will not be able to do those things. But back then, and my ancestors' mind were also not trained to see the blessings, okay? So everybody would just steal money. Okay, the father is not at home, let's take money from their pocket. Let's just, okay, we see the money, no one's looking, let's just take it. But now I have lot of integrity. If I do anything wrong and bad, I wouldn't be able to sleep well. You know, we can only sleep well when we are living in our integrity and honesty. So that was very important for me. So now when I look back at the incident, I look at myself with compassion, like, okay, I didn't know better. I was so afraid. I was feeling disempowered around money. I felt like asking for it is bad, and how do I make it? And I felt shame in making money, It's, yeah, anyway. So second message was that, and third was, um there will be moments wherein you feel like, oh my god, I've made this mistake and all of that, which is unforgivable, and you will have to make a brave choice to forgive yourself. Okay? Yeah. So, link of my book a one-on-one intuitive guidance session with me for spiritual and intuitive guidance, psychic guidance. And if you want to move through your personal fear, darkness, shame, regret, limiting beliefs, and just toxic patterns, toxic, like unhealthy ancestral patterns that are keeping you caged in lack, fear, worries, keeping you disempowered, and you want to get out of these patterns and step into your power, your purpose, your authority, your artistic and creative gifts. If you feel like, oh my god, I'm not good enough, I'm not gifted enough, I have nothing to offer to this world, let me show you the magic that you have inside of you. And get into my 12 weeks of mentorship. It's such a beautiful container that Spirit has inspired me to create for us. So, together we will be creating, revealing the magic and experiencing the magic. Link of everything is in my bio, and you can also donate for my rent, food and bills. Link of that also in my bio.